Welcome back to Buy or Buy. Today we're looking at the 2023 to 2026 Genesis G90, the RG3 chassis, second generation G90, the Korean full-size flagship Genesis built to chase the Mercedes S-Class. Four-door, full-size sedan, 3.5-liter Smartstream G3.5 twin-turbo V6, optional 48-volt electric supercharger, 8-speed auto, AWD standard, Hyundai Ulsan Korea, the cheapest way into S-Class luxury. 375 horsepower base, 409 with E-Supercharger, 391 to 405 pound-feet, 5.1 to 60. 100 grand new, 50 grand used. IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus. 10-year powertrain warranty? Okay, let's dive into this. Section 1. Who and cross-shop.
So who exactly is this car for? It's a really fascinating mix. We're talking about luxury sedan shoppers wanting S-Class features, but at like 60% of the price. We're also looking at lapsed Mercedes or BMW owners who are just totally fed up with those astronomical out-of-warranty repair bills. You know the ones. And if you're an executive rear seat buyer who wants the Lexicon or B&O audio paired with massaging seats, or you're one of those savvy depreciation hunters just waiting in the weeds for a $100,000 car to violently drop to 50 grand, yeah, this is your exact moment. You are the target audience here.
Let's look at the cross-shop here to really visually anchor this insane value. Your biggest rival is the Mercedes S-Class W223, which is sitting around 90 grand used. Then you've got the 7 Series and Audi A8 up there as well. You could look at the Lexus LS500, which is incredibly reliable for sure, but it is far less feature-rich. And the Volvo S90, while hitting a lower MSRP, is simply a smaller vehicle. So you're looking at 50 grand used for the G90 versus 90 grand for the Mercedes. Bottom line, you are keeping $40,000 in your pocket for a comparable luxury experience.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is everything that makes this vehicle an absolute masterpiece. Section 2, the gems.
All right, let's look at the powertrain. You've got the Smartstream G3.5 twin-turbo V6, giving you a robust 375 horsepower and 391 pound-feet of torque on the base model. But the defining, truly unique tech here is the E-Supercharger trim. This thing adds a 48-volt mild hybrid system with an electric supercharger to completely eliminate low-end turbo lag, bumping you to 409 horsepower and 405 pound-feet. Think about that. Neither the S-Class nor the 7 Series offers an electric supercharger in this segment. It's all hooked up flawlessly to an 8-speed automatic with standard all-wheel drive, and an optional electronic active rear diff. Moving to the chassis, Genesis literally threw the kitchen sink at this car. The E-Supercharger gets a multi-chamber air suspension, but the absolute craziest feature is the Preview Road Surface Detection. There's a forward-facing camera that actually scans the road ahead and pre-adjusts the dampers before you even hit a pothole. It's wild. And, get this, rear-wheel steering is standard. Standard! On an S-Class, you'd be paying a massive premium to option that kind of maneuverability. Stepping inside this thing, honestly, it is sheer, unapologetic opulence. Picture this. You open the power closing door, and you're just surrounded by Nappa leather with diamond stitching. You use a fingerprint authenticator to start the car. The driver gets a 22-way power seat, the passenger gets 16-way. You've got heated, ventilated, and massaging front seats, and if you grab the E-Supercharger, you get massaging rear seats too, with a Mood Curator. Add in dual 12.3-inch curved displays, a fragrance diffuser, an air purifier, and up to a 26-speaker Bang & Olufsen sound system. I mean, it is literally a rolling sensory deprivation chamber. And here is the absolute contrarian value play. Just look at this depreciation curve. Over 3 years, an $89,525 MSRP absolutely plummets to $49,100 used. That is a $40,425 drop. The original owner absorbed that massive financial hit, and now you can swoop in and grab a 3-year-old flagship at a 45% discount. This right here is the defining incredible value of this vehicle. And this brilliantly illustrates the rapid premium ascent of the Genesis brand. This isn't just some dressed-up, older Equus-derived platform. This is a ground-up RG3 redesign built at the Ulsan plant in Korea. You're getting an IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus rating, plus a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Bottom line, you are getting elite, world-class luxury backed by an unbeatable long-term safety net. Section 3. The issues. We need to deliberately crash the high for a second here to talk about brutal reality. So the crucial point is this cluster of active NHTSA recalls on the 2023 to 2026 models. In June 2024, we had recall 022G, where the low-pressure fuel pump might fail, causing a sudden loss of drive power. Then there was a seriously scary 2023 recall where the front and rear seatbelt pretensioners could actually explode upon deployment and project metal fragments into the cabin. Yikes. You've also got recall 027G for an instrument panel display error coming up for a free fix in August 2025, and recall 030G where the corner radar causes false sudden braking, which requires a free front bumper beam replacement in January 2026. Oh, and expect another one in June 2026 for detaching seatbelt anchors.
Beyond those critical recalls, there are a few moderate and minor realities to keep in mind. The twin-turbo V6 needs premium 91 octane, and fuel economy is a bit modest, 1826 mpg on the base and 1724 on the E-Supercharger. The sheer volume of updates shows the software is still maturing, and the standalone dealer network is pretty thin compared to Mercedes or Lexus, which can complicate specialized service. We also don't really know the long-term reliability since the platform is only 3 years old. Plus, there's no V8 option, no EV variant, and the US doesn't get the long wheelbase version. Bottom line, the value here is undeniably massive, but recall verification is absolutely mandatory.
Section 4. Verdict. Buy. The 2023 to 2026 Genesis G90 RG3 is unequivocally one of the most underappreciated luxury flagship values on the entire market.
The math here is just staggering. Buy a 2023 base 3.5T for $49,100 used. Let me emphasize that specific math. That is a $40,425 depreciation drop-off the $89,525 MSRP in just 3 years. That makes this literally the deal of the decade in the luxury flagship space. You get that unique twin-turbo V6, the standard rear-wheel steering, and those 22-way Nappa diamond-stitched seats for the price of a mid-size crossover. Or pitch the alternative purchase strategy. Step up to a 2024 E-Supercharger at $62,700 used. For that specific price, you gain the multi-chamber air suspension, those incredible massaging rear seats, and that massive 26-speaker Bang & Olufsen audio system. If you're an executive rear seat buyer, it is a tremendous upgrade. But listen, you must follow these hyper-specific buying rules. Step 1. Verify the VIN to make absolutely sure all recalls are completed. We're talking the 022G fuel pump, the seatbelt pretensioners, the 027G display, and the 030G radar. Step 2. Buy a 2023 or 2024 post-recall. Step 3. Say bye to any pre-recall 2023 model with an unfixed fuel pump or pretensioner. And Step 4. Say bye to anyone paying within 15% of MSRP. Depreciation is the entire play here, so whatever you do, do not pay anywhere near full retail. Let's move to and see how this builds when we bring it all back to the Mercedes S-Class W23 one last time. Look, go ahead and buy the Benz at $90,000 used if you absolutely have to have the prestige of the three-pointed star. But keep in mind, the Genesis G90 delivers 90% of the exact same flagship experience at 55% of the cost. Oh, and it does it with double the powertrain warranty. Bottom line, the economic advantage here is staggering. Which leaves us with one final provocative question. If badge prestige costs an extra 40 grand on the used market, is it really worth it? Think about that. Verify those VINs, and happy hunting.